thing to note that we are A plus. All right, we have various faculties across 2 campuses in Bangalore. In the Gnana Gangotri campus, just behind Indian Institute of Science, we have Faculty of Management and Commerce. We have Faculty of Life and Allied Health Sciences. We have Faculty of Dentistry. We have Faculty of Hospitality Management. We have School of Social Sciences. We have Faculty of Pharmacy. We have School of Law, and we also have MS Ramaya Medical College in this campus. In the other campus, that's called the Technology Campus, which is based out of Pune, we have Faculty of Engineering and Technology. We have Faculty of Art and Design. We also have Faculty of Mathematical and Physical Sciences. We offer degrees across bachelor's, across master's, and PhD. Our PhD program is a very rigorous program. Some of you might want to consider it, all right, in order to arm yourself with a doctorate. Nowadays, increasingly people, want to achieve more after many years of experience. They do consider a doctoral degree as such, and we are one of the very good universities to offer a doctoral program as such. At the Faculty of Management and Commerce, we have bachelor's programs, that is a BBA honors, BCom honors. We also have a BCom with ACCA, BCom with CMA, and at the master's degree level, we have MBA and MCom, MBA across various disciplines. We have marketing, operations, HR, finance, business analytics. All right. And then we also have a very strong PhD program. So this is there's a brief introduction about our university. We are soon launching a postgraduate diploma in digital business management and e-commerce. This is going to be an 11-month course, where the program classes are going to be done on the weekend evenings, that is on the Saturday and Sunday. All right, and it's going to be predominantly online mode. Of course, this program is a hybrid mode. The classes are online, but in between the semesters, we have a campus immersion program that will be done on campus. This is one of the wonderful programs. Okay, this program is very different from digital marketing in the sense that this is much more than digital marketing, because this encompasses the entire digital business. All right. So, and who are the faculty members? We have the best of faculty members coming in from Faculty of Management and Commerce. My colleagues who are here, some of them are here. And we also have industry experts, some of the people from the industry who lead the digital marketing, digital business and e-commerce in their organizations. Few among the names is, Chief Marketing Officer at the Tata New Digital, and we have few others joining on board soon. All right. We expect we will also share the details of this program with you soon in your email IDs. You take a look at it. I'm sure that you will find it very, very interesting. This is a brief about the program. Do I have Mr. Sumit's permission to,
Yes, please,
do you want to add anything to this, Mr. Sumit?
sir, I'll cover the program details later in the presentation today, once we are done with the workshop.
Fantastic.
So let's start it.
All right.
Yeah. Sir, I think we can start the session today.
2 more minutes?
Yeah.
2 more minutes, shall we? Or no, right now?
I think we should start at 7 now. So I think let's.
We have the pleasure of introducing Mr. Sumit. All right. Mr. Sumit has 13 years of CEO coaching across sectors, helping SMEs grow their business. He is a Bachelor of Engineering degree holder from Delhi College of Engineering, one of the very prestigious engineering colleges. He's got experience in global consulting firms and multinational clients. He started his tenure with digital marketing in 2007, with supporting education players in launching their digital marketing verticals. Post that, he was associated with Educom and Pearson Group, working on acquiring leads for their various education verticals. He has also led e-commerce vertical development for Patanjali Ayurveda and numerous other sector leaders in their online pursuits. Currently running his own education venture specialized in empowering SMEs with digital power of digital marketing. He runs a company that is Avastha Learning based out of Noida. Welcome, Mr. Sumit.
Thank you, sir.
Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Dr. Srivatsa, for this generous introduction. I'm really thankful to you, and welcome all. I would like to welcome all the SME owners, professionals who have managed to take out their precious time to attend this webinar today. We hope to add value in next 90 to 90 minutes on your business success and growth. So without taking any more time, let me start the session today. So today's session is on digital growth strategy for SMEs. So before we actually get into what we'll be covering today, let me just first talk about what do we mean when we say digital business growth. When we use a term like this, what does this actually mean? So when we talk about digital business growth in any context, be it SMEs or large scale enterprises, we mean two things at the highest level. So one is that whatever you are doing today, when you start leveraging technology to do it better, faster, cheaper, and more effectively, you enter into a realm of digital business growth. So you're growing your business using technology as in the core of your business proposition. When you start implementing this entire idea, you start experiencing various opportunities which can be unlocked in the digital domain itself. So putting it in another perspective, so digital transformation starts to happen in your business, which is an integration of various digital technologies. Could be as simple as integrating WhatsApp onto your business, could be as simple as making your website more customer friendly, or integrating customer support functions around your product or service, which will fundamentally change the way how you operate and deliver value to your customers. So everything comes down to point of delivering more value to your customers. So when we talk about digital business growth, it also covers cultural changes that organizations do to challenge their status quo, experiment new ideas, and they start experimenting, they fail, they take risks, but it eventually opens up newer frontiers of growth for those companies. I'll give you some examples so that you could relate to the term digital business growth, and you start finding sense in this. So let me first take an example here. So before I take the example, I'd like to ask you, what is Rolls-Royce known for? What do you think is the business of Rolls-Royce? Can you type in your answers in the chat box? Everybody, I would like you to participate. What is the business focus of Rolls-Royce? So this session is going to be quite interactive. I'll ask you a few questions. So I would expect brand. Okay. Luxury travel. Okay, very nice. What about the rest? Please participate so that we can make it more valuable for you. What do you think? Cars, very nice. So automobile, very good. So yes, Shankar. So I would like to share one more thing which Shankar actually emphasized. Apart from it being a very luxury car manufacturer, Rolls-Royce is also into manufacturing of aircraft engines. So they sell jet engines at a much, so they are selling jet engines to in the industry, and they're considered one of the leading players in the industry. So when we talk about digital transformation or unlocking digital growth opportunity for Rolls-Royce, what happened was Rolls-Royce was selling jet engines at a much lower margin and at some point of time, and they actually discovered a strong customer value around their business model. So they figured out that when they sell their jet engines to various airplane owners or airline companies, they figured out that those companies are looking at, I would say, a factor called safety, a basic fundamental safety factor, that their engines are working smoothly and predictably. So because it is a safety critical industry where safety is paramount to all the operations, So they started figuring out that their airplane owners or companies are very much bothered, or I would say serious about safety of the aircrafts. That and within safety, they're more conscious about their engines working smoothly and predictably. So any downturn time could cause delays, keeping hundreds of passengers waiting, or incur high rerouting or rebooking cost. So around this, when Rolls-Royce started to think, they started to see areas of innovation, which they started to implement into their business model. So rather than actually only focusing on selling jet engines, they developed a business model around this customer value of safety and started selling hours of operations instead of parts and services. So what does this mean is that when we look today, around 80% of Rolls-Royce jet engines are supplied using this hourly fee model, in which what they're actually doing is they're selling the data. So today, many of the engines that they're providing is having 5,000 plus sensors, and they generate 10 GB of data per second on various functioning aspects of engines, which they sell to their customers, giving them a sense of security that their engines are working fine, and they're charging them. So this opened up a new business model, a new revenue line for a company like Rolls-Royce. So now when I was saying that what is digital business growth, it is transforming the core business around digital technologies, which help you become better, faster, cheaper, and more effectively do things. So this is example number one, which I wanted to share with you so that you could understand when I say digital business growth, I'm not talking about social media. I'm not talking about Facebook. I'm not talking about LinkedIn on a standalone basis. I am talking about a holistic perspective with which you look at your business and explore and identify new areas of growth. So this is one example which I wanted to share. Another one I would like to share in order to strengthen the point is here that earlier businesses used to focus on the value they were delivering to their customers. For example, all the innovation was around how do we develop better product, how do we service, create a better service, how do we improve the performance. So these were the point of discussions which used to happen in majority of the company. And in SME space right now also, majority of you would be talking about what should be the next product feature we should introduce, what should be the new service, what is the new, how do we improve our performance in terms of our revenue, sales, and other things. But when you actually change your perspective, you actually start thinking from the customer's outcome basis. So for example, you would when you'll actually initiate a project of digital business growth or digital transformation in your organization, the questions will come out: what is the customer value or output our product or a product feature or a service feature is generating from the customer perspective? How is customer perceiving my new service feature? How is customer perceiving the new product feature that I'm planning to add? How is my performance enhancement being perceived at customers' end? In what way? So you start becoming an organization which is more customer centric rather than product centric or feature centric. So this unlocks a whole new opportunity area for you. It may sound theoretical at the moment that, this is all theoretical on most of the things that, you start innovating from customers end. But many of the companies have implemented this successfully. And I would like to give you some more examples so that you start connecting that what we are talking about is digital business growth and not a functional area specialization. So let me give an example of a bank. So there was a senior executive at a bank. He asked that what is the first step we need to take to transform our bank. So they hired a very expensive consultant, and he replied, first truly understand what customers want. So the senior executive replied of the bank, the CEO of the bank replied, okay, so what my customers want. So he said that 70% of our customers want a mortgage. Right. So the consultant from Bain or VCG replied that we don't think that we met any customer who actually wants a mortgage because it is such an exciting product or an enjoyable experience. What they really want is a home. So now, so can you look at the difference between the way the bank employee was thinking and the way the difference in the way the customer perception works. So customers are not looking for a mortgage, they're looking for a home. And probably home is related to their security, a sense of security, a sense of peace. So what they're eventually paying for when they engage with a bank is not for a mortgage. But if a company or an organization starts thinking in terms of product, the chances are they may take some decisions which may get wrong, because those communication, they may create a communication which may not connect to the customers, because their focus is selling mortgage where a customer is looking at buying a home. So the communication strategy may not work. The whole product design may not work. The offerings they would be creating may not be relevant. So these kinds of mistakes are usually done. So many a times these mistakes are done, which hit immensely is at the marketing end. And when once you do not understand your customer well, you tend to develop communication which often fails. You tend to at the product development phase, you tend to develop products which do not serve a particular customer need. So this is another point which I would like to talk about is that I'll give you one more example. FedEx, we all know what FedEx does. So in 1970s, FedEx was first to put a computer readable serial number on every package to track them and improve their internal package handling. So what was happening that if I ask you a certain question, that when you actually make an e-commerce purchase, uh, after making the purchase, what is the attribute which worries you the most? It is where your product is. Your product, what is the tracking status of your particular product? Nowadays, in the entire logistics industry, this entire concept which FedEx introduced, which was computer readable serial number, through which the packet could be tracked on real-time basis, is something that was introduced. And this particular feature could not have been introduced without thinking from the customer end. So they could have actually developed this entire process, worked internally, but once they release this entire process to their customers to check the tracking of the products on their own, they actually became more trustworthy. So people started relying on FedEx, and which led to multiple times growth for the company. So why am I sharing these examples with you? So I'm sharing these examples with you to actually talk about customer values around which digital business growth happens. So two of the business growth is where FedEx identified customer values to reorganize its business was value of peace of mind and value of feeling in control. So these were the two values, customer values around which FedEx innovated. Also Rolls-Royce innovated. So these two companies actually innovated around value of peace of mind and value of feeling in control. So when the Rolls-Royce customers get access to the data, they feel that they are in control of safety. FedEx people, once they are able to track the packet, they feel they have a peace of mind and they are in feeling of control. So how did these things got integrated with the business model? Using technology, using digitization, implementing initiatives of digitization. So now you could also implement such ideas into your business. We'll talk about all of these things. as we go through the next couple of slides. Now, this FedEx did a digital transformation around customer value, making real-time tracking a common norm in the logistic industry. There are two more customer values we would like to talk about in context of digital transformation and growth. So before we move forward, let me ask you a small question. So my question, hello. Are these two customer values which I shared with you clear to everyone? You could type in yes in the chat box so that I could move forward, or yes. Okay. Thank you, Yashaswini. Thank you so much. Okay. So now we'll talk about two more customers value. So before that, I have a question for you. So question is, we had Doordarshan in India, then came the cable TV with loads of channels, and then came Netflix. So my question to all the audiences here is, why do you think Netflix was able to succeed in spite of so many content channels? We had so much of content already, right, on television. So why Netflix became popular? I can understand Doordarshan was the only channel that we have. From there, we evolved into hundreds of channels. And then came Netflix. And why was Netflix successful in spite of so many content challenges? Could you type in what you feel is the answer to this? Yes, let me see what people are writing. Power to customer, Kunal Gaurav. Okay. Ajay's Netflix made it easy to access international quality content playing live at our convenience. Okay. Customer satisfaction, reviews. Okay. What about some more inputs I need? Audiences, please participate. Let's diversity in options. Okay, cool. Okay. Fine. Okay.
App on tap.
App on tap is a very good answer. Good, nicely communicated also. Ease at home. But Rashmi, cable TV was, cable channels were also available to you at ease at home. And new movies and web series realizing fast than TV. Okay. Power to customer. Okay. So let me share my viewpoint on this. So there are two other customer values which Netflix offer, which cable TVs and Doordarshan could not offer. So value of personalization. So one of the thing that was missing from all your inputs was the personalization point. When you make a Netflix account, Netflix asks you what are your preferences and accordingly recommends you web series, movies, and content based upon your preferences. So if you've ever registered on Netflix, you would always be asked, they will show you 10, 15 movies or web series and will ask you that what is the type of content you'd like to see. Once you click on this, they internally have developed algorithms which recommends you the content you are more likely to enjoy. For example, if you like uh, thrillers, so they will recommend you more of thrillers so that you could spend more time with Netflix. So this is the value of personalization which they brought, which was not there. When you used to watch channels on Tata Sky, when you used to watch channels on Tata Sky, you were not able to offer this kind of personalization, which was possible using a digital media. Manishankar, you're absolutely correct. Power to customer, but the power to customer was always there in the form of remote. If the customer did not like anything, he could change the channel immediately. So power was always there with customer, but this personalization was one step ahead than giving power. So second was value of lower transactional cost. So earlier in one subscription fees, customers had access to thousands of gigabytes of, or probably thousands of hours of content. So that was another customer value they generated. So around these 4 customer values, business transformation or digital business growth stories were being created around the world, right? Yes, don't you think that what they want to see Netflix as, but to generate such content, they also need to have. See, I think in case of Netflix, resources have not been much of a problem because of the business model they had and the funding they enjoyed. So, in terms of valuation, in terms of uh, uh, access to funding, they were able to put in huge amount of funding to develop the develop or partner with existing content providers to bring in the content that their customers wanted to see. Now, coming back to this, you can start your, so you as an SMEs can also start your digital growth journeys by reimagining your business around uh, these 4 values. So, yes, is that related to YouTube, which recommends videos related to individuals has already seen? Yes, exactly. That is also personalization. Uh, uh, YouTube also does the same thing. They also offer value of personalization, but not to the extent Netflix does. Why they are not able to do it? Because YouTube has an advertisement model to make revenue, which often dilutes the personalization aspect. So Google also prefers to showcase their advertised or sponsored content to you more often, which dilutes this power, the power of personalization. So we cannot say that they're utilizing this entire attribute as effectively as Netflix. So now moving ahead from Shankar Venkatesh question. So to all the SMEs who are attending this or digital marketing professionals who are working on various projects at their client end, globally, uh, around these 4 attributes like value of peace of mind, if you could reimagine your business around how your business can actually offer peace of mind to your customers, you could unlock some ideas. How, if you reimagine your business fundamentals around value of feeling in control so that your customers or you start feeling in control, you could rebuild or reimagine the entire business model, unlocking newer opportunities. Value of personalization could be another customer value around which you could reimagine your business, and value of lower transactional cost. You would be seeing that many of the companies are moving towards subscription models rather than selling the product upfront. So if you, so you would be seeing even in B2B industry, you would be seeing now water filters are being sold on a monthly subscription model. You do not pay an upfront fees for the water purifiers. You buy it on a monthly model. Cars are being sold worldwide. A lot of new products are being sold on a monthly subscription based model. Why are they? Why are these business model operating on this? Because they have realized that value to of a lower transactional cost will expand their customer base. So around these 4 values, SMEs can also innovate for their businesses is something that I would like to share. Now moving forward from here, uh, so what is the customer value your business gives to the customer? Uh, what is the business value around which you think your business growth can happen around out of these 4? You could write it in the chat box. We'll take up in the discussion session. So which one do you think would be relevant in your business case? If you could just type in the chat box, we can take the points and discuss them in more detail. So value of peace of mind, value of personalization, Ajay S. What about the rest? Rahul Case is typing value of peace of mind. Okay, nicely. Okay. Okay, Ajay S and Rahul KS, could you share your business? What is your business? Which business are you representing? What does your business do? Rashmi Tangsali is writing value of transactional cost and peace of mind. Very good. If you could write it, what business are you in? I'll be able to relate to your business and the customer attribute more clearly. Manufacturing of PCB. Okay, and you're talking about value of personalization. Rahul case is value of peace of mind. Very nice. Okay, Rashmi Tangsali is e-commerce. Okay, she is writing transactional cost and peace of mind. Okay, branding and marketing agency. Okay, so he's talking about value of personalization. Very nice. All seems relevant to me. Shankar, what is your business? If you could type in the chat box, please. Okay, moving forward from here, we'll talk about customer value in more detail. Now I'll take one more story and then we'll move on to next sections. So now we've talked about these four customer values. So I'd like to share one more story. So in 2011, Amazon partnered with Warner Brothers and launched Amazon Studios, and they started Prime Videos for Amazon, right? So now my question to all of you is that why did it make sense for Amazon, which started as an online retailer, to move into the direction of making content, movies, web series? Why do you think Amazon made this kind of a decision? On top of it, why do you think that Amazon, who's an online retailer, buys Warner Brothers and starts a OTT platform? Why do you think? Please type in your reasons. Think and type in your reasons in the chat box. We have a very interesting discussion coming up. Why do you think Amazon started an OTT platform? Why would they need it, Srinivas? When their existing business is doing so well, why do they need to do a product diversification? Easy marketing for selling products, okay. And have you seen any OTT ad of Amazon being marketed when you watch a Mirzapur or a web series on Amazon? I guess no, right? So how are they marketing their products on their platform, Jagruti? Hold the customer. Okay, okay, interesting. To try out other verticals. Okay, so you think that they thought that let's try out some other verticals. That is diversification. Ajay S, maybe they have done research and found their scope to get into this platform. Interesting. Okay, maybe I don't have this answer. Gives commodities plus entertainments. Okay, okay. Manvi. Okay, interesting. Lower the cost of making movies, just like Kindle publishing. Okay, that's also an interesting thought. Very interesting thought. Okay, anybody else who'd like to put any other perspective and thought? Value addition to their existing product by adding a horizontal business model. Interesting. B2C. They want to expand there in other areas of business. Okay, let me give you another perspective. So Amazon, so how did this happen? I'll share, and then we'll take this discussion forward. So in 2016, there was a technology conference. Jeff Bezos actually shared a very interesting insight. So they said when we win a Golden Globe Award for our content, it helps us sell more shoes. So this is an interesting insight Jeff Bezos gave. So the reason is that because video content helped Amazon converts viewers into shoppers. So now how is it related and how did Amazon figure it out? So the question is that there is no amount of logic we could put to figure out the exact answer, but the gamble or risk which Amazon took actually paid them well. We all know that Amazon Prime is a successful business proposition of Amazon, which actually helps them establish their brand in their viewers' mind better. Prime membership, which is often associated with their OTT platform subscription, helps them sell more of their Prime memberships to people both in India and US. So how did they arrive at? So I'll not tell you why are they doing it? Because Jeff Bezos has already told that when they win a Golden Globe award, it helps them sell more shoes. But how is this related? So how could Amazon reimagine their retail business around entertainment content? So what they did, data and customers were made critical assets of company to explore new growth possibilities. So this is where I wanted to point your thought process to. How did Amazon figured this hidden opportunity in their business model, that if they offer entertainment content to their users, the chances of retaining the customer and getting the customer buy more of their products is a related uh, possibility. So using data of their customers, they could actually analyze and create this particular proposition. So you would also be seeing on Amazon, right? You see a lot of Solimo products that are being offered. Yes or no? Please type in yes if you aware about private labels of Amazon which are being selling on Amazon.in. So you would be seeing a lot of yes. Varun knows about it. Okay. Yes. So how does Amazon, whenever you see a new category picking up, you see that Amazon in few months launches their own product range. So a client of mine has been into planters. So he's been there on Amazon since last 10 years, right? So last 2 years, he saw that Amazon has also launched its private label in the planters category, because prior to that, planters was not a significant business category on Amazon. But as the product category started gaining volumes, Amazon collaborated with a OEM who could manufacture planters from them. Amazon put their Solimo brand on the planters and started selling them. So they were able to figure all of this because they had a mechanism or a system to generate data which helps them take better decision. So whatever digital business growth or digital transformation you want to implement into your business, data will play a pivotal role as an asset to help you do the relevant low risk implementation of digital business strategies into your business. So what have we discussed up till now is that we discussed about various customer values which are important when you are planning to build up a digital business growth strategy, and what is the underlying base on which you build up the digital business growth strategy is data and customers. So these are the two elements, that building blocks you will require to build any digital business strategy for whatever business you are. You may be a manufacturer of a PCB, or you are a apparel retailer, or you are an e-commerce player, or you're marketing your own jaggery sugar. Wherever you are working, you would require data of your business, including revenues, cost, and everything, and customer related information and data to build up any critical strategy. So this looks fundamental as of now. We'll expand this further. I'll take one more example. So we all would have. So have you heard about this brand called John Deere? They're into heavy machinery. They make heavy machinery for farmers and construction companies. So what this company started doing was, in 2000, this company started adding software. Yes, tractors, perfect. So in 2000, this company began adding software and sensors to its products. Why were they doing it? Because they wanted to collect data from their clients to optimize, to help them create better usage of their machinery. So what happened in that, by in 6 months or so, or 5 years, they had collected data from over 3 lakh plus acres to help farmers optimize optimize their fertilizer use. Soon the company transitioned from a farm equipment manufacturer to a farm management company, which could provide predictive maintenance of the tractors or heavy machinery, could provide weather information, seed optimization, irrigation through remote sensors, right? Company also started working out on opening the platform for third-party interfaces to integrate to add more value to this uh, uh, the technology to the platform that they had developed. So from a tractor manufacturing company, they actually created an entire business transaction into farm management company, unlocking numerous opportunities for their businesses. So now, which I'm sure had helped them sell more tractors. So they created a competitive advantage in the industry. Their tractors were not just tractors, but were a gateway for farmers uh, to lower their cost, to get a lot of information which could be useful for them to increase their productivity. And in this entire process, they developed better relationships with their customers, enjoyed more customer royalties, which eventually led to their business growth. Right. So I like to, I think somebody is, okay. So okay, so now I've shared some examples with you about just to explain the point when we say digital business growth or transformation, uh, it is beyond plain and simple digital marketing. This is something that I wanted to communicate, that it covers fundamental aspects of your business model and requires a detailed thought process to build upon. So now I have a few questions which I would like to ask you going forward. My question to all of you is that, so there are 10 questions I have worked out for you to evaluate your business. So do you have a system to track how your buyer is buying your product or services? So I would like you to answer in 0 or 1. If you know, if you have a business, if you know how and where your customer buyer starts his search for this kind of a product, give yourself a score of 1 or else 0. Which places online or offline he visits before making purchase, if you know the answer, give yourself a score of 1 or 0. Who influences his buying decision? So the exercise is like this: go through all those 10 questions, give yourself either a 0 or a 1. If you know the answer, give yourself 1. If you do not know the answer, give yourself 0. And at the end, give me a total score out of these, out of 10. So if you know, if your answer to 5 questions is yes, your total score would be 5 out of 10. So give me the total score. So please do this exercise and share your final score in the chat box. Ajay, please give me a total out of 10 points. So first point, how and where he starts his search. If you know the answer, give yourself 1, else 0. Which places he visits before making purchase? If you know the answer, 1, else 0. Who influences his buying decision? If you know the answer, 1, else 0. What are his obstacles to buy? Do you know that why when he considers buying this particular product, what are his obstacles? What are the limiting thoughts that he gets? If you know the answer, give yourself 1, else 0. Why he does not buy your product? Do you know the answer? If you know the answer, give yourself 1, else 0. Why and when he buys your competitor's product or services? Do you have the answer? If the answer is yes, 1, else 0. Do you have a system to analyze and report these insights? Are you maintaining this data within your company? Do you have this access to this kind of a data that within the last 3 months, uh, uh, how many of your prospects did not buy from you? How many of your prospects bought it from customers, and which competitors? Who influenced their business decision? Do you review this information on monthly basis? If yes, 1 L0. Does your marketing and sales team use this data while planning their sales targets, marketing strategies, communication strategies? Does your R&D and product development team uses this data while planning new product features? If you know, if the answer is yes, give yourself 1 L0. Lakshmi Naidu, is it 2 out of 10? Okay, Rashmi has given 9. Very good score. Ajay has given 5, 4. Okay, what about the rest of the people? Yashashwini 7. Okay. Lakshmi Naidu is 9. Okay, fine. Sushmita R to everyone is 5. Chandana is 6. Okay. Geeta is 3. Okay, okay. So, okay, Ajay R is 5. Okay, fine. Thank you so much for this quick being prompt in this exercise. So now we move to the next section. So the remaining part of the workshop, we'll talk about understanding the buyer and the digital growth in more detail. We'll look at understanding the digital buyer. We look at finding this particular digital buyer online, and we will also discuss engaging the digital buyer with us. So we've already reached 750 at this point of time, and remaining 30 to 45 minutes, we'll spend time on knowing more about this digital buyer. So going forward, we'll cover some questions like what is so different about selling online. Now we're getting into the realm of online growth. What you need to know about your customers to sell online. How do you use the power of data and digital business growth? How you can engage a buyer into a conversation with you, how you can influence and portray a credible image to your buyer. We also have a bonus section today on LinkedIn where how you could start getting business inquiries for your business. And if we have time, we'll cover a little bit on the website today. So now this training is meant for SMEs. This next section is meant for SMEs who are looking forward to business expansion and focus. SMEs who are aware about digital marketing but not sure about its effectiveness. SMEs who are looking forward to implement digital marketing but not clear how. So we'll cover the next set of slides on answering questions related to this. So let's first talk about this invisible buyer. So why do I call digital buyer as a invisible buyer? Because simple, you cannot see him. Right now on your website or on your digital catalog, there might be some prospective buyer who might be going through it as you attend this particular webinar. So you have no idea who is he. So that is why I've called him an invisible buyer. So now there was a study by Google and Accenture a couple of years back where they tried to understand the digital buying process. So they figured out only 12% of digital buyers prefer interacting with their vendors during their purchase process. So this was very interesting for insight they actually figured out. So what is the digital buyer doing online then? If he's not contacting their vendors, what is he doing? So they figured out that the digital buyers prefer to research on their own and only contact the supplier for prices. So now you would have also got a lot of inquiries through your website or any other medium. So what is the most frequent question you get? Is it not, could you please provide me a quotation or tell me the price of the product? Yes or no? Has it happened with you also? That the online queries that you actually get is primarily around finding the price of your product and nothing else. And when you give the price, they do not come back. Yes. So now, why does this happen? Because of the behavior of digital buyers. So digital buyers do not contact the suppliers directly until 57% of the purchase process is complete. So they form their opinions, they go through the technical specifications of the product, they build their requirement list without consulting the service provider or the product provider. this is done primarily in their own pace. So 57%, almost 1/3 of the process. So buying process is 2/3 of the total buying process is done without your presence. And that is why in the online world, you are dealing with an invisible buyer. This invisible buyer's behavior is very important. And that is what separates the digital sales, digital growth, uh, different from offline sales and offline growth. Because in offline, if you're sitting in an office, you'll get to see the person. If you have a shop or a retail front, you'll actually see your customers. But online, you will not see your customer. You do not know who is he, what is he looking for. You'll only get some clues from him. And those. So what we need to do is first problem that we need to solve here is to track this invisible buyer online. So how do you track this invisible buyer online is what we will talk in the next couple of slides. So this invisible buyer, okay. So I think this is a very good suggestion by Ajay. So Ajay, yes, it would be good if you could just give me a brief introduction about your business in the chat box, so that you also get to know that who all are attending this webinar, and if there are any networking you could do, that is also possible. So I'll just please take about 10-20 seconds more to just write it about what kind of business you are into. Everybody please contribute to this in the chat box. Everybody please type in what business you are doing currently. And if you could also tell me what are your expectations from a workshop like this, it will also help me make the session much more relevant. Okay, Lakshmi is into book publishing and distribution. Very nice. And Lakshmi, what is your expectation when you decided to invest your 1.5 to 2 hours into this webinar with us? What are you expecting? What are your expectations from this webinar? And other participants, okay, Ajay runs a branding and marketing agency, Fresh Mind Ideas. Okay, he's here to upskill and network. Okay, what about Lakshmi? What about the rest of the people, please? Okay, I want to get more authors for publishing and okay, authors, more authors. Okay, fine. Mentori, Lakshmi is an e-commerce website, handicraft, artisanal products made in India. Okay, that's very nice. Shankar is distributor of spices company and marketing his own jaggery sugar. Very nice. Chandana is into trading of all kinds of LEDs and PCBs. Very interesting. Okay. What are your expectations, Shankar, Rashmi, and Chandana? Okay, Srinivas Rao Baisani, how do we reach to customers who required our service? Okay, fine, perfect. So, okay, going forward on this is how do we track this invisible buyer is the first problem we need to find. Unless and until we track this invisible buyer, we cannot engage him, we cannot sell anything to him. So how do we do this? So in the online world, the invisible buyer uh, shares a lot of clues with you to track his interest. So what are these clues? So these clues are in the form of clicks, impressions, email open rates, page visits on website, duration spent on website, location tracking, social media information, downloads he does on your website. So all of these will give you and reveal a lot of insights about this invisible buyer. And there are a couple of apps, softwares that are there, which I will explain you about, which can help you track this invisible buyer. So before we start selling, we need to have information about our buyer. So how do we do it? So what kind of information we should actually be having? We should be having what are their age, gender, and geographies from where they're coming. What is that they are searching for? What are their unmet desires? desires which they are looking at fulfilling by contacting your business or product or service. What kind of trends are occurring in their business? What is their profile attribute? Who influences their buying decisions? Which are the websites they visit to research onto your marketplaces? So, so these are the questions which you need to find out about your invisible buyer, so that you could actually engage them and sell products or services to them. So now, how do we get this information? So uh, let's how can you find all this information right from your seat? By using certain tools. So first and foremost tool is installing Google Analytics onto your website. How many of you are aware about Google Analytics? Just type in Y in the chat box. Yes, Shushmita, the recording of this session will be available onto our YouTube channel. You can get access so that you could have references. Okay, perfect. So have you been using this? So I'll just demonstrate for people who are not aware about Google Analytics to explain what is the power of Google Analytics. Google Analytics is basically a code, a line of code which is put onto your website. So whosoever has developed or is maintaining your website, you can ask them to integrate Google Analytics. It's a free software by Google, which helps you track traffic onto your website. So let me just give you a live demo of, so this is how the analytics looks like. So I've opened a property right away where you can see the analytics. Are you able to see my screen? Everybody, please type in Y if you're able to see this screen. Okay, so Smita, yes. So this is how the analytics looks like. So in analytics, so you can get this integrated through your team, agency, whosoever is managing or has developed your website. You can ask them to integrate Google Analytics. And once you integrate Google Analytics, this software starts tracking what is happening onto your website. So on my website, if I look at the dashboard of this organization, I could see that there have been 46,000 users on my website in last 12 months. Right now, in last 30 minutes, there have been 2 users on my website. And I can also find from where users are there. So both the users are from India right away, right? So I could also find out from which countries I'm getting the traffic. For example, let me take 1 or 2 examples from the audiences. So let's suppose I am, okay. So let's suppose we take the LED or PCB company or spices company or even handicraft, Mintori, if we take an example. For example, Mintori gets this dashboard, Google Analytics integrated on the site. So Mintori will get to know how many users have come, how many people have added the Mintori products onto their carts, right? How many purchases have happened, from what sources, how many direct traffics have come, how many people have come through the Google ads or social media ads or some other platforms. So this will help you understand which countries, from which countries your invisible buyer is coming to your website, how much time this invisible buyer is spending onto your times, which pages he's visiting. So I could find out that people are spending 1 minute 25 seconds onto the website. On what pages they are visiting. So I could understand that are people visiting my flagship product or not, and how much time people are spending onto this particular product or product page. What is the change if you know that your flagship product people are not spending much time, you get an insight that I need to upgrade my content on the page, right? Similarly, you can also understand from where people are coming. So it will help you understand where are you getting organic searches, how many people are coming, paid searches, that is when once you do Google advertisements, how much traffic is coming from Google advertisement, how many people are directly typing the URL and coming, how many people are coming from your display ads. All of this data you will come to know, and you will also come to understand how much time they're spending, how much engaged they are onto your website. All of this data is available to you, and this can help business owners. If you have access to this data and you use this data on monthly basis to take better business decisions about your company, you can actually engage the digital buyer much more effectively. So this is what I wanted to share. So it has a lot of attributes, but because of paucity of time, we may not be able to put in. Another point which I would like to share is how many of you have LinkedIn pages or Facebook pages of your business? How many of you have created LinkedIn or Facebook pages for your business? Please type in yes in the chat. Okay, perfect. So let me also showcase you how LinkedIn or your social media handles give you a very good understanding about your digital buyer. So let me showcase you one example where we will see some of the, okay, so let me see. Let's talk about the same. So let's look at the analytics. So now what we can do is we can check out. So if you have, so for example, you could see that this organization has got 18,000 plus followers on the social media handle. And if you look at uh, the analytics, we will be able to understand the type of people who are coming. So uh, here I could find out from my social media handles, looking at the analytics of the social media handle, we could find out that what is the job function, who are visiting my social media handles, what is the profile of the digital invisible buyer or person who's taking interest into my content or on my brand. What is the job function of that particular person? I could understand the job function. I could understand from what kind of companies they are coming. So as you can see, this particular page is getting visits from large scale companies. So around 25% people are coming from companies which have got 10,000 plus employees. So now all I need to do is I need to think, are they my target audiences? If I'm working out on products or services for SMEs, I probably I'm getting an organic interest from large scale enterprises. One of the decision I could take, can I create a product for the large scale enterprises because I'm getting an organic visit? Can I convert this opportunity into business, or uh, work on uh, understanding that from which industries I'm getting the traffic. So 29% I'm getting from truck transportation, 6.9% I'm getting from IT services, 5.8% I'm getting from appliances, 5.6 from railroad, government traffic I'm getting 4.5. So all of this will help me create strategies for various industries. I can also get to know what is the profile. So 50% is the entry level. Managerial level is 4.8, director level is 2.2%. So all of this data will actually help me understand how is my marketing communications working? How are people interacting with my business online? So if you have a social media page and you are analyzing the data of your social media page, you can get a lot of clues about your invisible buyer. If you have Google Analytics onto your website, you can get a lot of clues about the profiles, how people are spending time on your website using that. So these will help you create a good amount of insight which can help you understand more about your customers. So you'll be able to understand where your best visitors are located. You'll be able to understand what people are searching for on your website. You'll be able to visualize what people click on the most on your website or social media page. You'll be able to uncover top performing content. You will be able to identify your worst performing pages, and you'll also be able to track your ad spends and campaigns by integrating these kind of tools. So I would highly recommend that those who do not have can get this integrated and start understanding what is happening to their business digitally. Uh, this is about Google Analytics. For people who do not have this data, the simplest way to know more about your customers is to speak to your last 5 customers. So if there is a startup who's yet to begin its services, reach out to 5 of your prospective customers, or 10 or 15 of your prospective customers. Know their need, frustration, why did they choose to do business with you if they are your existing customers. And if they're a prospective customers, try to understand their need, frustration, and work on creating a proposition. Now, so apart from these Google Analytics and social media handles, there's one more software that I would like to recommend. Google Keywords Planner is another very good tool to understand the behavior of digital buyers. For example, are there anybody in this group who's using Google Keywords Planner to understand about the uh, the uh, the kind of traffic or interest your products have? How to get more connection to your page? Yes, we will cover that up. Don't worry. We have this particular section. So you could use two more softwares, Google Keywords Planner and Keywords Everywhere. I'll just explain what are these. Google Keywords Everywhere is a tool or a software which you can integrate onto your Chrome browser. And whenever and from here you could actually find out, for example, you can find out how people are searching on handicrafts. For example, if you have handicrafts offering, you could just type in handicrafts in your browser, and Keywords Everywhere will actually showcase you how people are searching for handicrafts in India. So, for example, handicrafts in India, introduction to Indian handicrafts. What are the search terms which people are putting in the search engine? This will help you understand how you could use those keywords onto your website to make it more friendly with the search engine, so that your content starts getting discovered by users, your target users. In addition to this, Google also has a keyword planner which actually tells you on a monthly basis globally what is the kind of searches which are happening on a particular product. So if you're looking at promoting your product in, let's suppose, Argentina, you could figure out what is the search trend in that particular country for handicraft. So, for example, if you want to promote your PCBs to PCB to a country like UAE, so you could find out how people are searching. How is the invisible buyer starting his search on internet on PCB designs or PCB manufacturers, PCB vendors. So you could do all of that online using Google's keyword planner. What you will get from these tools, you will get knowledge about invisible buyers, how he searches for your products, who's visiting your website, time your invisible buyer is spending onto your website, and who's visiting your social media pages. Now, with this kind of information, do you think that you'll have some better idea about your invisible buyer? Please type in yes if you think so. Yes. Okay. Okay, Sushmita. Thank you. Yes. So this is the first insight that we had, which you can actually start using more in detail. So this will you'll have to make this part of your decision making. So if you're exploring for more customers, these are the 4 basic tools you'll have to use, and they're all free. You don't have to pay any money for this. All you need is use it on a regular frequency. You'll get a lot of insights about marketing. You'll be able to create communications that would actually make more sense. You'll be able to understand what is working for you, what is not working for you. What are your website pages which actually need more working, which needs more effort. So all of these tools will actually help you in this. Next is, before we start selling of services, there is one small exercise I like to do. So in digital success, one of the most important thing is focus. And why? Let's do a small exercise to know about this. Imagine, like to ask you one thing. There are two photographers in the market. Both of them have got 100 rupees, and both of them decide to do digital marketing. Right? Photographer one decides to creates a website with weddings, corporate photography, photojournalism, family portraits, and he starts doing advertisements to promote all his services: weddings, corporate photography, photojournalism, family portraits. Whereas photographer 2 decides to do only one offering: family portrait specialist with 10,000 plus happy family clicks. He just builds up this message, starts promoting it. Now, my question to all of you is, who has more chances of making sales, doing sales, and why? I would like you to think and answer this question. Who has got more chances to sell? Photographer 1, who is focusing his energy on who's promoting 4 different products, or photographer 2, who's only focused on one particular product, and both of them have got same budget to spend, same marketing budget to spend? Photographer 1 or photographer 2? I'd like you to answer this question and give me a reason also. Why do you think so? Photographer 2, Srinivas Rao. Why do you think so? Due to specialization, more target is clear. Very good, Manvi. Next. What about the rest? Targeted well with, okay, Rashmi, targeted well, okay. Anything else? Anything else? Anybody else would like to? Photographer 2, as he can focus on only one specialist group. Okay. More target users come into, okay. But don't you think photographer 1 is having a balanced strategy? Because he's not getting himself dependent on only one service, and is actually reducing his risk across 4 products. Okay, Dr. Srivatsa, it could be any one, but 2 makes quick bucks. Okay, 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 okay. So I will not give you the answer. Let us try to figure this answer through a structured approach. Okay. Let's try to analyze. So you would also be having the businesses you are representing would be having more than one products, right? Some of you would be having more than 10 products also, 5 products also. You would be having distinct product ranges. And my experience has been the smaller the player, the more offering he has. If you go to a roadside dhaba, you will actually see a 5-page menu. Whereas if you go to a premium restaurant, you will say a 1-page menu. So this is how it happens majority of the time. So you would also be having many products, right? So let's try to understand and do a quick exercise to find out which one would make more sense. So I have defined 3 attributes here. One is you could take a pen and a paper and write down the top 3 or 5 products that you have, which you think have got the top 3 selling products, or products of your choice, or if you think the products has got more potential. Just write down the top 3 products. So for university people who are there, we could work out top 3 courses of the university. Let's do a hypothetical exercise. For all the SMEs, please type in top 3 products that you have on the list. And now we will try to rank them on 3 distinct parameters. First one is, on a score of 10, on a score of 10, the first attribute is personal fulfillment. So out of the top 3 or top 5 products that you've taken, we will rank them out of 10 on personal fulfillment. What is personal fulfillment? Personal fulfillment means the product or business segments or category segment which gives you personal fulfillment. So I'll give you an example. Tata Motors used to manufacture a lot of products. But if you remember, Ratan Tata drew a lot of personal fulfillment from Nano. He made extra effort to make Nano a successful project. So if I would have given this exercise to Ratan Tata, he would have actually ranked Nano versus Indica versus trucks. Nano, he would have given the highest marks out of 10, because Nano gave him a personal fulfillment, because he thought that by making Nano successful, he would be able to bring a change in the way car ownership is there in India, right? So what you can do, from your list of products, you could score each product on personal fulfillment. Out of 10, for example, I have 4 offerings here on screen. So to offering 1, I have given a PF score, which is personal fulfillment score of 5, offering 2, 9, offering 3, 5, and offering 4, 7. So offering 2, I am most passionate about. Similar way, you could also rank your offerings on the same line. Is this point clear to everybody? Is this clear to everyone what I'm asking you to do? Please type in yes if this point is clear to everyone. Please type in yes if this particular point is clear, and or if you want me to repeat. Yes. Okay. Srinivas Roy, it's clear, right? So please select top 4 products from your business. On the basis of personal fulfillment, give them scores. So the product which is most closed to your heart or you're most passionate about, it could be product, it could be market, it could be business segment, whichever you'd like to select. You might be developing PCBs, but you're more passionate to promote PCBs for healthcare industry, or promote it in automotive industry. So this could be another way. So you could pick up PCBs for automotive, highest personal fulfillment score. Going forward, the next attribute is value to marketplace. Now, value to marketplace is an attribute which says, choose a segment where your customers feel you are the best or one of the best. So I'm sure your customers would have come and said that, this product of yours, this particular product or service is the best in the industry, where you've got a lot of appreciation from the industry, right? So now rank your products in the around second attribute, which is value to market. So in my case, what I've done is I have given VM of 7, 7 to offering 3 and 4. So which means that my customers love offering 3 and offering 4. Whereas offering 2, which had got PF value of 9, customers do not value. Though I am passionate about this particular product, but my customer doesn't find this product very great that I've been doing. Right. So this is the second score that you need to do. And third one is profitability. On a score of profitability, rank them on a scale of 10. So in my case, offering 9 and offering 4, I've given offering 1 and offering 4, I've given on a scale of profitability, on a scale of 10, I've given 9 and 9. So offering 1 and offering 4 gives me highest profitability in my business, whereas offering 3 gives me lowest profitability. Is this exercise clear to everybody? Please type in yes. I need at least 3 yes to understand that you have understood what I'm asking you to do. Is this exercise, are the attributes clear to everybody? Rashmi, yes. 2 more yes I need, if you would understood. And once you do this exercise, give me the offering name of the highest score, offering which has attained the highest score, and the total score. Please type in the chat that what is the score of the offering which has got the highest score, and the name of the offering, business, segment, category, whatever is there. Please type in the name and the score. Please do it quickly. We are at 8:23 now. We've got a lot of things to cover. Sustainable bulk orders. Okay. Rashmi, is this a product or a category? So bulk orders is where I think there is some disconnect. What about the rest of the people? What about the rest of the people? Jewelry. Okay, perfect, Rashmi. Okay, okay, fine. What about Srinivas Rao, Sushmita, Shankar? What are your answers? Lakshmi, traditional gems. Okay, perfect. This is fine. Okay, jewelry is good. What about the rest of the people? So when you do this calculation, you will be able to find out the product which has got the highest potential online. So now my question to you is that the product or category range about which you are passionate, personally passionate about, your customers value this particular product. They give you they really feel that your product is world class or highly competitive. And third one, it gives you profitability. Don't you think that you should be focusing your initial energy on building this particular product online versus doing everything all together? A product about which you are passionate about, your customers value that particular product, service, category more, and it is profitable. Do you think that this product has more chances of success? And this is the product where uh, the resources should be allocated more, and this has more chances of bringing you a better ROI compared to the rest. Please type in yes if you agree on this particular point, that the product about which the owners. Yes, so Rashmi, maybe if the orders are consistent, order would be consistent because your customers, your VM score is high, value to market score is high. So the chances of uh, making a mistake there is less, because you may be passionate, but if your VM score is high, the chances are that this product is acceptable, more acceptable in the market. And also the profitability component is also very high. So even if you can afford to make mistakes because your profits will take care of that in that particular product segment. Now, going forward from here, uh, now we have the hero product around which we can look at marketing, building the entire digital business growth story. Now let us create a message that would connect with your target customers. So in order to create that particular message or communication strategy, what we need to do is that we need to define the problem that this particular product is solving and how you are providing a solution to this problem. And third one is, what is the credibility and proof that you can solve the problem? That is the third point which we need to answer. So I'll give you an example. So this is for a water softener company which created this. So the problem they identify was that hard water is a huge concern in urban cities. The solution that they provided was that they had created a low-cost water softener which could be installed in the water tank itself. That was their solution, that we'll give you a water softener which could be installed in the water tank itself. And the credibility or the proof of their solutions credibility they gave was that top 100 residential societies in Bangalore use our product, serving more than 50,000 families. So whenever this message was communicated to their customers, the chances of him getting engaged with your business is higher. So what I would like you to do is that another small exercise, that I would like you to create a similar message for your hero product. Once you'll do that, we'll talk about how and where to communicate this particular communication to bring in qualified leads, inquiries, sales. So can you do that, participants? Can you quickly draft a communication message around the hero product which has got the highest score? Rashmi, would you like to do that? I'll give you another 20-30 seconds to do this, and then I will move forward because we need to cover a lot of things. So now you could do that. We'll share the recording with you. You could do this, and we'll also share our WhatsApp number and email. You could share this with us, and we'll be happy to work with you to develop a better proposition. I'll move forward from here. So now, once you have this communication ready, the next step that you need to do is you need to identify your competition. So how do you identify a particular competition? So let's suppose, let me take one example here. Let me say, take Jaggery Sugar. Let me take this time Jaggery Sugar or Jaggery Sugar. Okay. So let me take Jaggery Sugar here, and let's try to find out who's the. So please write in the name of your competitors on your notepad if you have any at the moment, and let's try to figure out Jaggery Sugar powder. Are you selling this under some brand, or you're providing it on bulk order basis? Shankar, are you selling it under some particular brand? Is it a B2C or B2B? Janus, okay. Sugar product powder.
Sir, actually, I am selling in only specific areas only, sir, not in major
No.
part of Tamil Nadu.
Okay, okay. So which area are you selling?
Trichy, sir, Tiruchirappalli. Yeah.
Okay, let's do this. So Date Palm Jaggery, Jaggery Good, all of these brands are the brands which are. So now, who are your competitors? Are the names that you're saying here same? Are the names similar to what you've written on your notepad, or are these different? Amla Earth, Bebe Burp, Adya Organics.
No, sir. Actually, Jaggery sugar is entirely different, and palm sugar is entirely different.
Okay, so is Bebe Burp?
Actually, in Trichy, I have many competitors, including Britannia, Organic 24, and many other local manufacturers are there.
Okay, but when somebody is, for example, I want to buy, I want to find out which is the best Jaggery in Trichy.
So many people they go for Britannia canes.
So top traders, Natureland, Palm Jaggery. So what I'm trying to say is that because your digital buyer starts his journey through a search engine, so you have to be present from where he's starting his search. So if I am in Trichy and I'm trying to find out which is the best jaggery brand in Trichy, I need to see your name. You have to
Right.
work out a method to be
Mm.
there on the first page where so that I could spot you, right?
Mm.
So this will bring you in the same league with big players in the market.
Okay.
Because for me, I do not know whether Britannia sells or this brand sells or that brand. I'll start building my perceptions from the search engine itself, first and foremost.
Okay.
Right. So what we need to understand here is that you need to start building up your presence online from customers' point of view. Many of the people feel that when I ask people that if I ask, they take names of bigger brands. So many of the times I say that your big brands are not your competitors. If you're looking at competitors in the digital space, start your search from a customer perspective. Right.
Mm.
So, for example, I could see, I think there are some e-commerce retailers also there. Uh, Sustainable mugs. Okay. Sustainable mugs. So, if I type in mugs, which are the players which are coming? Artisanal mugs. So, the
Mm.
players or the brands that will come online on the search engine will be my competitors. I may not be competing with top of the line brands which are available on Myntra or somebody else. If I want to bring in direct traffic onto a website, my website, I'll have to be present on those search parameters, is what I'm trying to say. Now, up till now, what all we have learned, now we'll just do a small exercise to find out. So how do we do this is something we'll talk about, how to do this in detail and achieve what we are talking about. So now in this part of the discussion, we'll quickly cover how to set a business goal for 2024, which we can achieve online, how to set budget for achieving that goal, and how to allocate that particular budget. So we'll straight away start with, do you do uh, have you defined your business online business targets for this year, which you would like to do your business to achieve in this particular year by 24-25? If you have, please type in yes. For businesses who have actually worked out a digital business growth target for 24-25, please type in yes. Rashmi, Shankar. Yes. So we'll talk for those who have not done it. We'll just take a small exercise to do this. So for people who have not ever done this, my basic hypothetical hypothesis is to if I tell you that, would you be okay for all the offline businesses who are working right now, who have never been aggressive in their business to grow their business online? There might be many organizations right now attending this webinar who have not been really aggressive and active to build up their business digitally. Would you be okay if I ask you to take 20% of last year's turnover as online business target for this year, or is it too much? Is it high, low, okay, exciting, not exciting? Please type in. Please type in yes, exciting. If you feel that, if somehow, if we are able to give you a roadmap to achieve 20% of your last year's turnover uh, through online business growth, would you be happy, not happy, good, higher side? Okay, we can rationalize it. That's good. What about the rest? Would you be excited if you could work out a roadmap for you to achieve 20% of your online last year's turnover as online business target for this? Happy. Very good. I want to see some more people saying yes to it. Perfect. So let's figure out how we can do it. Let's first imagine or plan how is this going to be happening. So I'm primarily going to be explaining the B2B segment around leads and inquiries, right? And for B2C businesses, we can also work out something else also. So now, so let's talk about how many leads did you have to achieve 20% of your business last year? So how many leads do you think you need to achieve 20% of your revenue this year? Give me a number. How many leads should I give you? Qualified leads. 50. If I give you, Lakshmi, 50 qualified leads, you'll be able to achieve 20% of your last year's revenue, right? What about the rest? Rashmi would need 100 qualified leads. Okay, fine. So, okay, Shankar Venkatesh will also require 100. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. So let's start moving towards how we can do it. Okay, so let's do one thing. Leads are related to inquiries. We all know that from 10 inquiries, there could be 1 lead, 2 lead qualified. So our objective is to first generate inquiries by targeting our target audiences properly. So first we need to define the right audience where we think we could fetch the qualified prospects. Then we need to generate inquiries from that base of prospects as inquiries, and then convert those inquiries into qualified leads, and then convert those leads into sales is the process, basic, simple process. So now what we need to do is that, so Lakshmi needs 50 qualified inquiries. So we probably need to generate 500 inquiries. For Rashmi, we probably need 1,000. Shankar, we need 1,000. Okay. For my Jaggery, okay. Till November, okay. Okay, so we've also got a ballpark estimation of inquiries that we need to generate. So now, what about digital marketing budget? So can we take 25% of last year's marketing spend? And if you've not really spent anything, can we look at 5 to 7% of your revenues, or 10 to 15% of gross profits, whichever is convenient to you? So if you could just type in the amount in the chat box is what that translates into for an yearly basis, that will be give me a good idea. So what, Shankar, what is the actual amount that this will translate into? 5 to 7%. What would be the marketing budget that you'll have? Lakshmi, what would be that budget, ballpark, rough budget in terms of INR that this will translate into? Okay, 25. So 3 lakhs in a year is what we're talking about. Shankar, what about you? Around 2 lakhs annually. Okay, fine. Got it. 30K. Okay, fine. So now what we have got is that we've got rough estimates. So what have we got? We've got target that we need to generate X amount of leads. We also know that we need to generate Y amount of inquiries. And we also know that Z is the amount of marketing budget that we presently have to spend. Now, I'll give you a small structure to work this out. So you have few options. One is that you can start doing this in-house. Second one is you could actually hire a digital agency and start doing it through them. Amount of your this budget will be spent on either a digital agency or an in-house team building, and creatives and collateral developments could be website, digital catalogs, etc. If you decide to list your products on marketplaces like Amazon, Etsy, Flipkart, this money will go there. Paid advertisements, if you plan to do Google ads, Facebook ads, Insta ads, this money will go there. In order to manage those inquiries in a better way, we may like to deploy a customer relationship management or a CRM solution to handle inquiries better. You could look at implementing a HubSpot to a Salesforce to a ABC local marketing automation software. You may like to develop or integrate a WhatsApp channel with your business. You may look at doing some campaigns for brand development to build your brand credibility. So all of this money that you have written in the chat box needs to be prioritized on various aspects mentioned on the screen. Now, how does this works out? So this is for B2B business marketing budget allocation, this table I've shared, wherein what I've done is whatever budget you've looked at, I have segregated this entire budget on various mediums. So 15% of your budget, if it is a B2C or a B2B business, I've allocated to spend on e-commerce marketplace listings, which I'm expecting should result around 15 inquiries. LinkedIn paid ads, I'll spend 20%. where I'll be sharing in-mail, sponsored posts, lead ads, where I'll generate 20 inquiries. Facebook, if it is relevant for my business, I'll do it. Else, I'll transfer the budget to e-commerce or marketplaces or LinkedIn, and I will generate 15 inquiries. Email marketing, I'll generate 10. I might spend this money on search engine optimizations, where I'll spend some money and start generating inquiries. Content creation, I cannot relate it directly. Google Ads, I might generate 10. So what I would suggest is create your monthly budget using this table and keep optimizing it on the basis of what is working for your business. For some businesses, e-commerce may not be relevant or may not work in next 3 months. So you could optimize that particular budget by shifting this budget to other marketing channels and so on. Now, going forward, so once you have this, once you start doing this, you'll start implementing your strategy over next 3-4 months and start seeing results. So now, what we've learned in the last 1 hour 45 minutes is how to do customer research online. We've defined business goals, what you can expect from digital marketing in terms of revenue growth, what this revenue growth means in terms of leads and inquiries, what should be the budget you need to keep for digital marketing growth, who's your target customer and what all you should know about him to influence him digitally, who are the competitors who are taking away your business, which needs tracking, what should be your focus product or service for next 6 months, and what is the USP, unique selling proposition or communication, which should be communicated in the market digitally. So we covered these 9 points in last 1 hour 45 minutes. So now the next question is, how do we implement this entire learning, this entire strategy in our business? So the most important, so I'll give you one more story about a company called Volvo, which will help you understand what it would take for you to implement this today's learning into your business. So Volvo was a brand. At some point, it was not doing very well in comparison to brands like Mercedes, BMW, Audi. So and in the luxury space, Volvo was not able to compete. All in the mass market leaders, Toyota and General Motors were eating their share. So what really happened? Volvo started to work on. Volvo did an analysis and found out that cars which are selling in today's market. This is 10 years backstory. So I'm talking about 2000. Era of 2000 where this analysis happened. So they found out they did a entire business analysis and found out that modern cars are very different from what they used to be. So earlier they needed mechanical engineers, but today they needed software engineers because cars are behaving more like computers. So they have a very strong electronic component, a very strong software component. So Volvo needed talent who could transform the Volvo's culture of a car manufacturer into a different culture altogether. So Volvo started to hire salespeople and marketers from Google who transformed Volvo's use of technology and social media in those disciplines. They hired Nokia engineers who are accustomed to thinking about what digital forms appeal to customers to redesign their radio and navigation systems. So their top leaders started to communicate with employees. Training was made essential. They implemented initiatives designed to shift their staff into a more entrepreneurial startup mindset. And their key leaders were given personal coaches to learn the tech aspect of business. So in order for Volvo to transform itself from a pure play car manufacturer, they actually converted them into a technology company. And this is what led to transformation of Volvo globally. So now Volvo cars were known as the safest cars. Now they are also being seen as a high-tech car brand in that particular space. The brand equity of Volvo, because of these investments into nurturing their people with the change in times, paid them well, and now they are doing very, very good across the world. So you also need to adapt faster, keeping manpower at the center. First step is identify people or team in your company who can lead digital growth initiatives and empower him with vision and required knowledge and authority to work across divisions. So your investment in this could be also you. You could also, start this particular change by learning about these digital initiatives, digital business technologies, and strategies to empower your business. So, how we can help here is that we have created a guidance and a training program. So, Ramaya University of Applied Sciences and Avastha Learning has created 11 months. Let me just share. Just a second, please. Let me just share. Okay. Okay, just a second, please. So what we've done is we've created a 11th month postgraduate diploma in digital business management and e-commerce for SME businesses like you and digital professionals to implement strategies for digital business growth into your own business. So we have created a mentor, a guidance and training program to empower your team. It could be you. If you have paucity of time, you could nominate a person from your organization to this particular program where he will work with us for next 11 months to implement various digital growth strategies for you in your business. So we're aiming to help SME business owners like you to grow your business digitally. So our PG program is designed to help business owners and their core team learn about building digital business out of their offline business and grow exponentially. So what we are looking at is we are looking for SMEs who are planning to take their business international. This program will help you create a team which can help you grow your business internationally. We have a dedicated section on e-commerce business development into our course, which is entire 1 trimester to help you grow your business internationally. If you are facing problems to work with your digital marketing agencies or team, our PG diploma will give you better control over whether it's an in-house team or an agency. If you have a digital business idea or you want to acquire leads online, this program will help you, give you all kind of support to develop your business idea into a reality with our during weekends. In addition to this, so what is the construct of the program? So this program has 2 specializations. It is a weekend Saturday Sunday program where you have to invest 8 hours every weekend, 4 hours on Saturdays, 4 hours on Sunday. We have early morning batch so that you could get free by 11:30 to take up your other activities. So this program will cover digital marketing strategy, marketplace tactics, online understanding, online customer behavior and digital business environment, how to use digital technologies and tools for your e-business. This will also cover how to set up modern age accounting practices, valuation and fundraising for digital business. You may be building a digital business idea for which you may look at external fundings. You may look at raising Series A, Series B. So this course will cover this particular aspect as well. It will also help you on build data as a strategic asset, innovate around the data that you'll be generating in your business. It will teach your team or you about building on team building and management of digital teams, how to do customer acquisition and digital marketing, how to do storytelling and content marketing for digital engagement and selling. For e-commerce player, this entire semester can add tremendous value in your pursuit to grow your business. Product strategies for software as a service, minimum viability product development. If you're working on a product uh, or an idea, this program will teach you about how to build that particular product into a reality. Uh, Trimester 3 is specialization on e-commerce, where we'll help you in product discovery and research, e-sourcing and logistics for your business, how to list your products on marketplaces, how to build traction for your products, a detailed module on valuation and fundraising, how to use analytics for digital business growth. Plus, in addition to this, program has 7 days of campus immersion at RUAS campus, and it's a very case study based learning experience that we have weaved for you for next 11 months. Uh, this program will be taught by a mix of academia and industry. So you could see Dr. Srivatsa, Professor Nagendra, Dr. Majumdar, Dr. Manvi Anikar, Dr. Ganesh Raman, Professor Shilpa, Dr. Shivkami Rajan, Dr. Nimal Singh, Dr. Shubhadeep Mukherjee, all from RUAS, supported by industry people like me and Mr. Monappa, Mr. Prakash Arya. So we've got people who are practicing digital marketing, digital business growth, working with top of the line companies to bring you relevant information and knowledge, which you'll require and which you can utilize in your business. In order for you to experience our program free of cost, we are organizing some masterclasses. So today was the first masterclass on digital growth strategy for SMEs. The next would be on 27th of July on storytelling and content marketing. So you can scan this QR code and register for that as well. This particular session will be taken by Mr. Monappa, who is the Chief Marketing Officer of Tata Digital. You can join us on Saturday, 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. He'll be talking about how to do storytelling and content marketing for your businesses. So he'll covering case studies, success stories, giving you a framework and a structure during his masterclass for you to plan your business better. In addition to this, we are also offering a 30-minute digital growth consultation with our industry experts. Our team of experts will help you. So there is a 30-minute exclusive invitation for consulting with business if you want to have a one-on-one discussion with us, how this program could help you and how you should be planning your digital business growth. So in 30 minutes, we'll help you understand the potential of your business. We'll discuss problems and give you perspectives to address them. We'll define top priorities for you to focus for another 1 year or 6 months. And we'll also give you a growth roadmap for next 6 months to implement in your business. So you could get this free session from us and our expert. This will also help you understand more about our expertise. And you could scan the QR code. We'll be sharing the presentation also with you on email, and you could get in touch with us. For any further information, you could contact us with the university, Dr. Srivatsa or me. We'll be happy to support you. If you have any questions, queries, please feel free to contact us on hello@avastha.in or give us a call on this number. We'll be happy to support you with more information. So that's it from us. And thank you, Dr. Srivatsa, for giving us this opportunity with the Industry Association. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Over to you, audiences. You can unmute and ask your questions. Any questions? Okay, I think Dr. Srivastava, we can conclude the session.
It was a very insightful session from you, Mr. Sumit, ranging from the value drivers for the customers and how business can attenuate these value drivers by taking the digital transformation. We started from there, and then you covered various aspects of how to use analytics to understand the invisible customers, how to have a very broad-based strategy in terms of the digital marketing aspects, in terms of what kind of budgets, how to sell, and which platforms, and various other things. And it was a very, very insightful webinar, and it was wonderful participation from all the participants. who were able to answer many other queries in between. And thank you very much for all the participants for staying the full 2 hours together on this lovely Saturday evening. Thanks, Mr. Sumit, for taking your
Thank you.
very precious time to engage with us.
Thank you so much. Have a great evening ahead. Thank you.
Great evening, sir. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you.